Our next presenter is Jacqui Fraser, student, presenting on a split second.
The human brain is an amazing thing. It processes huge amounts of information about people, a situation, our environment, each moment of each day. Based on that information, we're pre-programmed to make snap judgments, and they're rarely neutral. Science and learned behavior are both at play. We have a red light, green light chemical response. That paired with our mental file cabinet, we search our experiences for a decision or an assumption. Sometimes these have life or death consequences, like whether to cross the street or jump from a plane. Other times they're more mundane, like choosing what to eat. As children, we are social and trusting creatures. We explore our world and learn lessons from those experiences. We build relationships from those we encounter, and over time, we acquire many files for that mental file cabinet. Our experiences and connections establish references to be drawn upon in future situations. Sometimes these are tied to a person or a memory, but more often than not, they are nonverbal subliminal data fragments that we store in our cabinet. Since they're subconscious decisions and assumptions, we often don't give them any thought at all. We just file them away. I want you to consciously consider your reactions to some examples of these data fragments. Color can affect our mood, our physiology, and bring up imagery or themes. For example, green represents nature, growth, money. It's associated with healing and can stimulate our memory. Red invokes thoughts of passion, of war, danger, or action. It can increase our appetite and cause us to be more impulsive. Have you ever wondered why the Buy It Now button's always red? White is used to represent light, good, purity, and faith. Black is often used to represent power, mystery, formality, and evil. Design also plays a role because our brain is pre-programmed to look for patterns. Something may appear beautiful to us because it's based on this mathematical proportion. This here is the Fibonacci ratio. It's also known as the golden ratio, and that's an example of that. The composition of an effective picture is demonstrated using the rule of thirds. This is a principle where the subject appears in one of the intersections on the page. Think about all the pictures that your mind is taking every moment of every day. There are scents all around us. Wrong slide. See, sorry, I'm not as good as some of the other people. At least I didn't bail. We respond to the order of things. Whether something is balanced or chaotic can influence our feelings about the situation. Here's the proper slide. The scents all around us affect our mood, our concentration, and can even physically affect us. They have great power to invoke memories, and what's energizing to one person could be off-putting to another. Even how we think can be tested. Wasn't able to get this to animate, but it's a very famous test called the dancing girl. And depending on which half of your brain is more dominant, you will either see her spinning clockwise or counterclockwise. If you're really talented, she'll switch partway. So I challenge you to go find this and test yourselves after. Names also have a powerful impact on us all. I think we can all admit that we have stories where we form an opinion of someone we barely know based on their name, and based on our experiences with people that have had that same name. We all know Michelle's are friendly, Kyle's are athletic, Courtney's are snobby, Steve's, they're funny. That was just for you. Of course, This can't be true all of the time, and it's different for all of us, but we all have them. Our relationships define our reaction. If we're friendly with someone, we're more likely to cut them some slack, and if we don't see eye to eye or have a negative relationship, we're quick to criticize. Our perceptions and outlook also affect us. Do you see this glass as half empty or half full? Or, alternatively, did you see it as just a glass with water in it? Our values come into play as well with this information. Consider these idioms. Are you a spender or are you a saver? Do you prefer to work hard or work smart? Are you a big picture person or is the devil in the details? I'm fascinated by neuroscience, behavioral theory, personality type, birth order, and all of the other environmental stimuli that makes us who we are. For better or for worse, these things shape us as we are now, as well as who we are to become, in our most natural state when we're not following social cues. Gaining insight into ourselves allows us to recognize our biases and choose to alter our behavior accordingly. This may mean changing our approach or our behavior or thoughts, or maybe it just means realizing that someone else's actions or reactions have nothing to do with us at all, but rather the files in their cabinet. A split second is all we have before our brain sends us the signal with a decision or an assumption. I encourage you to become more self-aware of the biases and labels that are attached to those snap judgments. And channel that understanding into action. As a personal challenge to each and every one of you, reflect on those nonverbal subconscious data fragments. Think about those decisions or assumptions and decide, are they truly deserved, or are they just a result of the files that were drawn upon from our cabinet in that split second? Thank you.